Party all night is the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night is the best of the best, best friend weekend. We can party all night. Shout out the whole podcast crew. Everybody already know what it do. When you really gotta kill it, ain't nobody gonna feel it. When you really gotta tell them it's my crew, it's best friend weekend. We can party all night. We got Ross moving, Lowe's, Rumble, Aldo, Nice is the uncle.
One time for my parents and my upbringing and my aunties, my uncles, my grandparents. You know what I'm saying? It truly does take a village. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? I came up with manners. Well mannered. I got a little sister. So I do believe in chivalry. Chivalry is not dead. So I do think, as guys, we do gotta treat women a certain way. You know what I'm saying? And this brings me to my next point. Hey, bruh. We got recurring calendar invites. You know what I'm saying? I've been on this one project damn near a year. Next month make a fucking year. Bruh, you know about all these meetings. It'll be one thing if you walk in the room for an 8 o'clock meeting at 7:57 and you don't have nowhere to sit. I'll probably get up. But for all, you know what I'm saying, all my counterparts that's out here, that's of the other gender, you coming in at 8 o'clock, 8:01, kind of looking at me like I'm supposed to give up my seat. Oh no, you played yourself. You knew about this meeting. You been knowing about it.
I'm lost. Whoa, welcome to the Best Friend Weekend podcast. It's your man Aldo Nice.
It's your boy Rog Smuve. Now again I say, I'm lost.
You're lost?
I don't know what happened.
Well, I'm assuming whatever establishment that man work at, they all gotta stand up for like it's musical chairs in their meetings. Like they only have 6 chairs for 12 people. I'm assuming. Right. That's the only rational logic that one could come up with based upon that. Am I right or wrong?
I mean, that's what it sounded like, but it just sounded very jumbled. Like I don't know, it was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, Rumble usually he usually make me think, and right now he's making me think a lot. But good job. That's all I got. For that.
It seemed very straightforward to me. I mean, the man said he was raised with some ethics and some morals. He walk on the inside, closest to the street when he walking with a young lady. If he's going up the stairs, he walks behind her. If he's going down the stairs, he walks in front of her. He opens doors, probably pays for different outings. I'm not saying put your jacket down for her to walk over a puddle, but he probably puts the umbrella over her.
Whoever did that? Whoever
I don't think it's ever been done.
They really nice jacket over a puddle. And why wouldn't she? I always wonder, why don't she just walk around the puddle?
What if it's grass on both sides of the puddle and it's muddy?
That usually doesn't happen.
No, I mean, that happens a lot. If you walk in and like there's a sidewalk thing, they probably got grass on one side of it at least.
Well, I get most of the time that I've seen it. I've seen it in movies and stuff, and I notice it's like in cities where there's no grass. It seems like it always happens in New York. So I guess that's just my visual.
And then when they say put down their jacket, it don't be like them boys put down a little Gore-Tex jacket or freaking or like even a members only. Couldn't it be whole coats, blazers,
wool, cashmere
from Woolworths?
Right. Linen. A pea coat. It'd be a pea coat.
It'd be like it's always suede. It's always a material that has no business.
That's gonna soak
on the naked ground, couldn't much less the wet ground.
Yeah, no, I don't know about that one.
Well, Rumble has grown up to where he does all of those things, and he goes to work, and there's a meeting, and we just said it's a musical chairs-esque meeting where there's less chairs than actual people who are going to attend the meeting. Mm-hmm. And he's okay with giving up his seat, a la black people before the 60s. Mm-hmm. And for a young lady. But then, so fate would have it, they come in after the meeting has begun and they want him to rearrange his whole life. Or maybe they don't even want him to. Maybe he feels obligated. But it's like one of them things like, but I ain't about to get up though. That brought him to his next point. I think it's I think
Okay,
it's real.
all right. I guess I missed that one. Are you getting up?
No, I'm not. I'm getting up before the meeting starts. Yes. But then again, I don't think I work in the type of job where it's ever going to be the case where it's less chairs than people. Like for a real meeting. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And if it is less chairs than people, I'm going to get up. Man, you can have it. I'll be like, oh, you can sit here. And then I'm going to proceed to walk, open the door, and find another chair and roll it in. I mean, there's always going to be enough chairs. When's the last time you've been at a meeting with less chairs?
I feel so bad in a work environment, how I feel. I'm not getting up at all. Maybe age, but not gender. I'm not getting up. Not at work. At the wedding, I'm getting up.
I'm getting up at work. If it's even if it's a 22-year-old woman cutting, I'm getting up. You can have my seat. You good.
Oh, well, I guess.
I'm not about to let no woman just stand there. But then I'm not going to look clown just standing there after I let her sit. Like, now let me tell you this. Let's back it up. Work, that's an environment where that's me. Cutting if I'm at the bar sitting at the bar and she just standing, then can't have my seat. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not get beside ourselves. If I'm sitting at a bar-esque area and I'm happen to have gotten there at the appropriate time to be able to be sitting at the bar, I'm not giving up my bar seat.
Okay,
period.
So there was a point in time where things were different. So let's say if you was at the bar and Thing walk up 10 years ago, walk up, and so you're saying there's a chance, or you're getting. Oh,
so you said she bad?
No, yeah, she is bad, but she's also like giving you the go ahead. Like, hey, like not if you get up at the. Right, yeah, like I'm just saying it might could happen, but I wanna sit right here. If I don't sit right here, I'm gonna sit somewhere completely opposite of this. I'm going somewhere else. I think you're getting up.
That's a whole different scenario. If I'm like, no, you can sit right here. What you drinking? Yeah, I get it.
Okay, thank you. Okay,
there is nobody. I'm not gonna say somebody clown for giving up that bar seat for that scenario. However, in my current life, where how I'm currently situated, you see the way my life's set up, not coming up out that chair.
Okay, I feel you. Then I guess I'm not coming out that chair either.
Well, okay, let's take it. Let's. Now it could be a woman could get me out of the chair, but it got to be like Beyonce or somebody. Or
I'm not giving up my chair for Beyonce.
Or not even Beyonce. Like someone who I know can help me in some other facet. Like, I'm like, oh, man, I done seen this motherfucker online. They do this with, like, something that can help me financially or whatever, occupationally. I'll be like, oh, why don't you sit right here? Let's strike up a conversation. Now I'm going to feel played if they sit there. Kind of, I wonder how played you feel if somebody sit there and then just ignore you.
I think you got to ask me chair back.
Excuse me, that's my man right there. So, could you give us some room? Right after you let that thing sit.
No, yeah, I'm gonna actually need my chair back. I'm gonna need my chair back. I want my chair back.
No, y'all good, and I'm happy for y'all. But
and now you standing up watching the game. There's somebody taller than you at the ball too, standing up.
Man, Rumble said to make sure I reminded y'all when we did that podcast a couple of weeks ago entitled Woke Part 1, we talked about the Continuum of Wokeness, and we talked about it starting, like, woke starts at 50% and it goes to 80%. After 80%, you're in the hotep realm, and below 50%, you in the sleep realm, and probably below 20%, you in the Uncle Tom realm. So it's like 0 to 20, and then 20 to 50, 50 to 80, 80 to 100. But what Rumble so eloquently said was, it's not 50. It shouldn't be 50 to 80% in the woke category. It should be 51, because if you're at 50%, then you're on the fence too much, and that means you need to pick a side. And if you're not picking a side, if you're not with us, you're against us. So you might as well be with the sleep niggas. If you're 50-50, if you really can look at issues and be like, cutting them 50-50 on like Charlottesville and everything like in America, cutting then you sleep. You got to be at least 51. And I thought that was a very interesting take from Rumble. And he said it makes sure that it gets on air.
That is a very interesting take. And let me give you another interesting take. So I would consider myself 50%.
And
let me tell you why.
Numbering system, you'd be woke. I mean, you'd be sleep.
Okay, cool. That's fine because that's Rumble's own personal numbering system. The what is it? Dewey Decimal? The Lawrence the Rumble Decimal
of Wokeness is what it's called. It's got a lot of. I mean, when you're not on the podcast, you should listen to podcasts sometimes, man. This one got a lot of good feedback, a lot of comments online. Yeah, we did good work that week.
I got you. So I feel like I'm 50%. I was actually riding in my car the other day. I had just got in my car to start my day, and I said, you know what? I feel like it's not a bad thing to question everything. So I feel like there's some topics, there's some things where I'm like, is this real? I don't know what's real and what's not anymore. Like I watch stuff on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, and I'm like, is this real? Like, did they really fight? Oh, like, did he really slap her? Or did he really dunk on him? Like, or was that all fabricated? I don't know what's real no more. I have no clue. And I feel like the news is all a part of it too. At some point, at some times, the news is a part of that. Why not? Why, if I'm a thriving news company, wouldn't I just kind of like really make a story, gravy up a story to make it something when it's really not? Why wouldn't I do that?
So if we're strictly speaking about just kind of questioning, I mean, I agree with you. You should have a question in mind. I mean, I think about that a lot about just kind of religion in general, that you should have a question in mind. And I feel like God made us with a questioning mind. So we shouldn't believe any and everything that kind of like a pastor says or in the Bible or whatever. You should question certain things. You should question if Adam and Eve's story makes more sense than creation. So like, I mean, I'm sorry, than like evolution. Does creation make more sense than evolution? Like, you should question these things. So I get you on some 50-50 in that realm. But the conversation was more about just kind of the idea of being woke to what society like, and more so racial issues. And I mean, we talked a lot about how gender issues play a part in this too, but racial issues, about how, you just got to have your eyes open as far as certain racial undertones and everything like that. And, you say you're 50%, but I think that someone who's like truly in the 50% spectrum would kind of miss a lot more than you do. I think you're giving yourself less credit. I think you're a little bit more woke than you even would like to admit, because it probably sounds better for your brand to say that, oh, I'm Raj and I'm right in the middle and I got friends on both sides of the aisle. You can have friends but still be woke. That's how I take you from outside looking in. I could be wrong though.
Speaking of, I got a story for you. I called you the other day. It wasn't this morning. I called you the other day and you didn't answer. So I'm glad that I get to break my story on air. This is funny to me. This story is funny to me. I think it's funny. You might not think it's funny. I think it's funny. So, as you know, I go to Stoney's to watch the Saints games. It's in Denver. Love it. We'll never miss it as long as I'm living in Denver. Well, I went watch the Seahawks and Cowboys game over there. With some friends from work, we all got together and we was throwing them back. We was putting them down. I put a couple of them down. I went to the bathroom, right? Nice little line in the bathroom. There was apparently, so let me tell you, let me preface the story that I do not remember any of this. But this story was told to me by someone that was with me in the bathroom that was also with me watching the game that I work with. He said there was a guy, he just finished pissing, and he didn't flush the toilet. So I said to him, hey, bruh, come flush this toilet. I don't want none of your piss to get on me. So the dude was like, you serious? And I was like, yes, I'm serious. Come flush the toilet. So the dude came flush the toilet. So I won right there. But I took it even further and I said, yeah, that white privilege shit ain't gonna work up in here. Oh my God. And so at this point of the story that was being told to me, I'm like, wait, really? Did I say this shit?
Who said
Did
that?
I really say this? You're lying. Like, you're lying. I know.
You woke. Nigga, you don't even know you woke.
So look. Yeah, I mean, I guess drunk. A drunk mind speaks a sober heart. So, so the dude left. Like he didn't want that smoke. That's what I'm gonna say. He didn't want no smoke. But
I actually thought the next thing you was gonna say was, I told him flush the bathroom and flush the toilet, and then when he did, he was like, "Nah, bitch, roll up some paper and wipe the seat." Wipe the room. No,
I think it might have been the urinal, because you know how the urinal pop on you. You know what I'm saying? I know you didn't have the urinal pop on you, but anyway.
Yeah.
So they had another dude that was with my partner. Like he was like kind of like waiting in line with my partner, and he was like, "Hey, bro, is he serious? Like, what the fuck? What's wrong with him? Like, he tripping?" And I looked at my partner and I said, "Hey, he talking about me? Because you could get this smoke too." And so the dude was like, "Nah, bro, like I'm out." And so like he went to use the bathroom. I'm waiting for my partner, and so he was walking out. I said, "Say, bro, wash your hands." I'm in the bathroom wilding, and I don't even remember this shit. I just had to get that story off my chest because I think it's funny. I think it's funny anytime you hear shit that you don't remember doing.
Kinda, I guess that white privilege shit just ain't gonna work.
It's not going down in there. Not at Stoney's. That's my spot.
Not ever. Well, sometimes, just not today.
And I've been wanting to make a montage. I've been wanting to hang out in the men's bathroom and make a montage of Caucasian men not washing their hands after they use the bathroom.
So I mean, you've been wanting to get that whole thing off your chest.
Yeah, it's been like on my mind. That's crazy.
Well, I mean, I don't wash my hands after I use the restroom. I actually wash my hands before I touch my dick.
Oh, that's very sanitary. And then what? What do you
then
do
after that? Then after that, I bless them. Whoever touched me, bless them.
I tell people at work I ain't washed my hands ever since hand sanitizer came out. That shit is fire. It's dead.
It's done. Ain't no rationale for all that.
What I gotta wash my hands for whenever you got this magic juice?
I ain't got time to be lathering myself. Cut none of that. Shit, cut. Well,
I got some feedback. I got some feedback from C&H on this story because I told him the story, and he said,
what he said,
just about he thought I was ridiculous, but he said as far as washing his hands, he will only wash his hands if somebody else is in the bathroom looking at him. But if he's by himself, he's not washing his hands.
If I touch anything bathroom related besides that wood, washing my hands is preferable. If I don't touch anything in the bathroom, then I may slide up on it, and especially if it's difficult. Like if I look and I see it's a hand dryer and not like napkins, I'm not a fan of the dryer. Right? I'm not a fan of the little warm air that you got an elbow with the little thing. I'm not a fan of it. Okay, like the ones in the airport actually make me sick. The ones you got to keep your hands parallel to the like flat. You know what I'm talking about?
And pick your hands up and it just kind of like squeegee them.
I don't like them. I don't like it.
I wash my hands. I'm cool with that, and I'm cool with the squeegee ones too. Like I'm fine with that. I don't like seeing other people hand juice in the squeegee ones because you can kind of see it under there. But I much rather. I do not like going back home where we're very technologically behind, and they got the one with the little knob in the front.
That's what I'm talking about. That you got to elbow that thing.
Yeah, like I don't like that one. I like the automatic ones, like where I could wave my hand.
Those things kind of will deter you from not wanting to get your hands wet. Where you'll be like, you know what, and then a drunk got a lot to do with it.
And you reactivate. If your hands are wet, you're gonna reactivate whatever is on that. Like dry, it might not reactivate, but wet to dry is that's not fine. It might be good. Man.
I think that was officially the first "What Burns Rogers Boudin." I think
it was, huh? Damn, in a backhanded kind of way.
That burns your Boudin. Let me tell you two things. I didn't have a lot. Two things that burned my Boudin. The first one has something to do with what Rumble was talking about. It's like a work scenario, man, and it just took place earlier when I was at the job. Man, it burns my Boudin when people bring their kids to work or school or anything.
Facts.
You don't get no like cool points for like I'm a good parent. And man, look at this single mother taking the kids to work, or whatever the case. Oh, look, this father, he really doing his thing. His wife must be doing something, and he got the kids with him. And oh yeah, the kids could just sit outside and whatever, or just sit in the corner and play while we do what we got to do. Cutting it's time out for that, cutting. And I know maybe it's where I work. We're a little bit more lax with that than a lot of other occupations. But it's time out for that. And that shit burns my boudin.
Yeah. I actually I got my hair cut Monday. Found a barber that actually works on Mondays. Dope. Anyway, got my hair cut on Monday. The barber next to him, his daughter was there crying for my whole cut. The whole cut. Not half the cut. The whole cut. While he was cutting somebody else. And I'm just like, I'm aggravated, but I'm a chair away. If I was this dude, the father was cutting, I would be upset. And then he took off his gown, like the little cape, or whatever they call it. And he had on a Mile High Church. And I was like, okay, that's why he wasn't mad.
Yeah, because you're a little pastor or something?
Yeah, something, youth
or just priest, a men of cavalry.
Youth men, yeah, men of cavalry. We have men of, that's why he wasn't mad, because we got men of cavalry in here. That is hilarious.
Men of fucking cavalry.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain occupations where it's a little bit more socially acceptable to bring your kids. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I never went to work with my parents. So I guess at a point in time, my parents was like that person for that day. And I guess I don't have kids to say, oh man, what I would or wouldn't do. It's just not a good look.
Yeah, and I've definitely been to work with my parents before. My mom more so. Because my dad worked away for most of my life, but my mom worked in a place that was very intimate. I could, it was 3 people in the office and that's it. Mm-hmm. So it was, it was kind of, I could bring my Sega and play Sega on her. She had a TV. But she watched Young and the Restless.
You know what them other 2 people was thinking? Man, fuck, we can't talk about grown up shit. I can't do this.
But they had doors on their offices. So if I close the door and go talk, I'm playing Sega. I'm good. So they could do whatever they want to talk about. They was good. My mom had the type of job to where I could go and I enjoyed going.
No, I hear that. That makes sense, man. But like I said, they had a whole little girl in there today that I kept looking at like, man, I don't have nothing nice to say about this child, so I won't say nothing at all. Because I'm just gonna continue to do. I'm gonna ignore them at all costs.
I'm gonna curse as free as I want to curse.
I'm gonna start talking about stuff. I made a joke about kidnapping children, and then I looked at the little girl.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. And I saw her mama mouth at her like, he's just playing. I kept the PG joke. It was a PG joke, but it was still above kidnapping kids. One other thing,
PG needs she needed her parental guidance. Like that PG stands for parental guidance.
Yeah, and they had it, and her parental, and she's exactly. It was only 2 things that burned my boudin. The other thing was that it burns my boudin when people think it was all about Charlie Conway, when it was always, always, always about Adam Banks. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't even think Charlie Conway was good. I don't even think he was he was garbage. He was just a good leader, he was
Goldberg was garbage too, right?
Yeah, Goldberg. Why? Okay, on part 2. Whatever, I don't know if it might have been part 2 or part 3. Whatever one that went to the USA.
Julie the Cat.
Why didn't Julie the Cat play every time? And why wasn't, I wondered this my whole life, why wasn't Julie the Cat mad as fuck every game that she wasn't in? Because she was way better than Goldberg.
Well, Title IX at the time. So girls couldn't really just, you couldn't just put them girls out there. Boys was better. And he was fat. So you wanted Goldberg. When you see Mighty Ducks jerseys on people, because people be having Mighty Ducks hockey jerseys, which is kind of fire. Right. I've seen it before. It's a
little played out for me right now, but it was fire at one point in time.
Yeah. The people who I would see it with, the people who I saw the jerseys, a lot of times it was Goldberg. It was Goldberg and it was Conway. You rarely saw Adam Banks jersey, and it was all about Adam Banks. That's all I'm saying.
Adam Banks was the best. Is the best player on the movie, on all three of them.
Adam Banks was like, didn't he get to play at the prep school in like the third when he was like, got to play on the varsity? Well,
Yeah, they all was at the prep school, but he got to play on the varsity team. And then he was like, I'm going to go play with them boys. Like, we going to scrimmage, but I'm going to play with the JV. and bust your heads.
Quack. And we go well with Ducks jerseys.
Yeah, I feel bad. Julie the cat. Yeah, Goldberg was garbage. There's a bunch of, what's your name? Yelderman, Yaverman. What's his name?
I don't remember.
He was Yaverman, the one with the glasses that used to sing. Used to like sing along.
Oh, the big cheese, the cheeseinator, like that one.
Why was he on the team?
Cause for comic relief.
And I guess also for chemistry. Them boys nice. Them boys won with them. They won the USA team won.
What was my little child doppelganger's name? Was it like Jesse Hall or something? Wasn't that what they called him? The little nigga.
That is you, Jesse Hall.
my child lookalike, man.
if Jesse Hall and Jason Weaver had a child somehow, it would be Aldo Nice.
Yeah, that was my little child doppelgangers, but that's funny. He wasn't good either though. He was just black. And kind of athletic. He like if he was in that league, he would be like an enforcer who would be fouling people, who would be in a penalty box at all times.
I'm really wondering. Like I'm wondering to myself if you are actually Jesse Hall. Like if you played in Mighty Ducks.
Hey man, it was one of those things I had to hear a lot when I was growing up, man. Let's just put it. That movie put me on the map as a kid. Like, let's just put it that way, man. But I don't care. It was all about Adam Banks, not Fulton, not the Smash Brothers, whatever. None of them. It was about Adam Banks. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, let's not sleep on Fulton Reed though. Like, if he touched that thing, it's something happened. Something going down if he touched that thing. Pause.
These are facts, man. Top 3 sports movies of all time.
Really?
Mighty Ducks 1.
I'd like to do that right now. Give me your top 3 if you can. Just give me 3 good ones.
Okay. In retrospect, probably not. But at the time it came out, for me, like as in my formative years, top 3. Rounding out the top 5 would probably be, I would probably have it a little over. Oh man, Varsity Blues was really good for me.
Mm-hmm.
I know my number 1 is absolutely Hoop Dreams. Hoop Dreams
is
always my favorite sports movie of all time. Mm-hmm. Arthur Agee and William Gates. Like I could tell you every moment of that movie.
I've never seen Hoop Dreams. I used to see it at Blockbuster all the time and be like, ooh, I want to see that, but it don't look like it's that fire. So I'm not watching
Hoop Dreams is been for as long as, but it's a obviously it's a documentary, but it's like them boys going to that league or they not. And Arthur Agee became like my favorite basketball player. So you got to do Mighty Ducks is like, it's up there.
Yeah, no, Mighty Ducks, Mighty Ducks is up there for me. You said 3. I'm going with Blue Chips over Hoop Dreams because I've never seen Hoop Dreams, so I love Blue Chips.
Blue Chips is up there, absolutely.
And it was very nostalgic to me in a way that Mighty Ducks was because it had Penny and Shaq. Mm-hmm. And then also I'm going with Willie Beam and Any Given Sunday. I love Any Given Sunday.
Was really good.
That's probably. Like, I I'm sure we missing out.
Varsity Blues or Friday Night Lights. Varsity Blues, I think I like Moxin, man. I like Mox, man. I like Friday Night Lights better than I liked. I like Varsity Blues better than I like the one you just said, Any Given Sunday. Willie Beam was dope, but yeah, man, I like Varsity Blues, man.
So Varsity Blues,
Varsity Blues this week turned 20 years old this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Varsity Blues over Any Given Sunday. All right. Then what about Varsity Blues and Remember the Titans?
You see, I watched Remember the Titans the other day. It's a Denzel flick. It's got all of the what it's supposed to be. It feel good, but I put that in that same realm as like Coach Carter and all of these movies. I don't know. It's Glory Road. It was like I'm supposed to feel something when I'm watching that movie. It wasn't like just fun.
Okay.
I was supposed to,
so it
I was
wasn't
supposed to
Angels
feel,
in the Outfield.
I was supposed to like honestly, yeah. If we're talking about movies for the nostalgia, Rookie of the Year was really high for me. And Henry Roland Grasser was really high for me.
I think everybody's number one because of fun was Space Jam.
No, Space Jam was dope. But that being said, we don't want to belittle the accomplishments. And I think what makes the Mighty Duck great is because nobody knew anything about hockey.
Right. Okay. You got that.
It's like we're watching a hockey movie. We don't know any of the rules. We don't know anything. We just know some kids.
I didn't learn what offsides was until like 2 years ago.
I knew how to turn it off when we played NHL. I know how to turn off offside and icing.
I kind of still don't understand icing.
I don't think icing is a thing anymore. I think it's a rule that's like bygone. Like the NBA don't call traveling no more. I think it's like that. Unless you're James Harden. I mean, only for James Harden they got rid of the rule. So
I've seen some articles speaking of that, James. So, boy, we are segueing ourselves to death. I've seen some articles and whatnots and YouTube videos about James Harden and how that step back, like the famous one, the one that like started it all this past season or earlier this year, wasn't actually a travel because well, look what they said. They said that because he hadn't grabbed the ball yet. So like he was still jumping back, but the ball was kind of like in limbo, if you will. How you feel about that?
I feel like I gotta rewind the tape, man. But I don't know, man.
I'm saying that at least changes it. It changes a little bit for you.
It makes me want to go watch it, but it's almost like somebody telling you something that you've seen, and then you're like, well, I know exactly what happened. Like if somebody said, oh, last week when the Saints played, that pick that Marshawn Lattimore made to end the game, you know he actually didn't catch the ball. And you're going to be like, dog, he caught the ball and he ran like 10 yards and then got but Golden Tate, when he hit him, he was bobbling it. You'd be like, no, that's not a thing. But you would it'd be in the back of your mind that you'd have to go watch it.
You're right. So, okay. I feel that. That's all I got for that one. So, I mean, but I switched it, segued to football. Let's keep talking about football. The NCAA champion Clemson Tigers beat the hell out of Alabama, and they got to go to the White House. It looked like they got to go to the White House the next morning, didn't it? That's what it seemed like. It seemed very quick.
Like I know when like real teams win, it'd be like a whole bunch of like, are they gonna go? Are they not gonna go? Boys was at the White House.
No, Dabo was in there.
Dabo
you know
definitely voted for Trump.
I mean, let me ask you a question. If you was a college athlete, didn't come from where you came from, maybe a little, and you just the White House might be a myth to you.
Yeah.
Like I'm just wondering, like, could you look past the fact of who's the president just to get the opportunity to go to the White House? Them boys.
You're asking me to put myself in the shoes of someone who doesn't know anything, and I just can't. I don't know that.
But it was a point in time when you was young and dumb.
Yeah, but not when I was in college, though. I feel like college is kind of that experience where you actually start coming up with opinions and start discovering, like in a podcast we said this a couple of weeks ago, discovering your blackness and like kind of what blackness is all about and what race relations are all about and what society, like you'd start developing radical ideas in college. So yeah, I don't know. I think that'd be kind of tough as a college student to be like, I mean, yeah, if I'm like 8, but then my parents not gonna let me go. So I don't know. I wonder if any of the Clemson players boycotted. I didn't hear anything about that per se.
Neither did I. I just could imagine myself being one of those kids, and man, I don't know if I could pass that up. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that I'm gonna go in there and be friendly bobbing, but I feel like I'm gonna go and enjoy myself. Like I'm gonna go. It's a
different level of like if Bush was president, then it would have been like, man, I didn't vote for Bush and whatever, all that. But I would have went to the White House. You're damn right. Trump is just such a polarizing figure that it's kind of like everybody is kind of like, are you with him or against him? And I think like a couple of those stories we're going to talk about. I think we're going to talk a little bit later about the Super Bowl halftime show. It's kind of like the NFL and the Colin Kaepernick thing. Like all of those are such polarizing topics that it's kind of like you either with it or you not. And it's tough. But that's not the story. The story isn't should they go to the White House or not. The story is this motherfucker had the hamburgers out for them boys, man. The Hansburgers. The Wendy's, the Burger King, and the McDonald's are spread. He tweeted, "Great being with the national champion Clemson Tigers last night at the White House. Because of the shutdown, I served them massive amounts of fast food. In parentheses, I paid. Over 1,000 hamburgers." And he spelled it hamburgers. HAMBERDERS. Within 1 hour, it was all gone. Great guys and big eaters.
Somebody come call their mans.
I saw a meme that said he had Wendy's, Burger King, and McDonald's. And he got Taco Bell to pay for it.
I saw that one.
And he got Taco Bell to pay for it.
How you feel about that? Like, I mean, let's say if you were to go and Bush was the president and Bush served you that. Not because I don't even understand what he mean because of the shutdown. That don't.
Yeah, that's kind of like that's part of what he was saying, but
whatever. But like, how would you feel about that?
Okay, so as a college student, I probably wouldn't feel a way, but we have to take a caveat that I went to college at Xavier at a time when there was a Pizza Hut at Xavier South, and that was it. There was no other fast food. Everything else was the cafeteria. So if you got a whole bunch of burgers, Gucci. Now my thought is, though, if they're running around and picking up burgers from like all over the city and McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's, you got to know what to bring. I'm going to need them Whoppers. I'm going to need them minimal Big Macs. I need more so quarter pounders. And I'm going to need like a McFlurry. I'm going to need like Wendy's, some Frosties maybe. Some sea salt fries. Maybe double stacks. I'm going to need I'm going to need my favorite of everything.
The burgers, them burgers don't look
laugh.
No. I think them burgers look laugh. There's pictures. There's a couple of pictures.
They're sitting on them big things that people that like Martin Van Buren served his wife fucking fried person, like whatever they was eating back in.
But they got Big Macs though. All you got to do with a Big Mac is take the little bread out, like the little middle bread.
Nah, I'm not. I'm the Big Mac patties is too small. You're eating all bread. That's nothing but carbs.
I feel like they had that. I feel like they had the shit there. I feel like they had it.
So conspicuous by its absence was fries. So that brought me to my point that I was thinking about, which is, Cutting, if they went to the store and got all that, like they said, that shit could not have been warm.
But they were serving it. I think they was keeping it warm. I don't think they played them boys like that.
How you keep some McDonald's fries and shit warm? Fuck out
a
of
heat
here.
lamp.
Stop it.
A heat lamp.
They would have told me they dropped them things hot at the White House? Okay. Things wasn't dropped hot.
I don't know. I think. Man, they had them Filet-O-Fishes over there, man. You know they had the Filet-O-Fishes. They had
and McRibs.
So you're telling me they didn't have the Filet-O-Fish?
They got the McRibs.
I don't know if they had the McRibs, but I know for sure they had the Filet-O-Fish. I just saw it. If they had the Filet-O-Fish, they had everything. Well, I guess that's a vegan option.
I'm Googling right now. They had a vegan option. I'm Googling it right now. And they said they had the Monopoly game for them boys, too. Boys could peel. The boys had all got a little bored when they went in there. And that's why all the 1,000 hamburgers went away. because the boys was all trying to win, but nobody had Park Place.
You know what? I just don't like. I think I would go. I'm serious. I think I would go. But like, this was such a spectacle. I don't think I would want to be featured on any of the photos. And I'm looking, and it really feel like a lot of the niggas on the team ducked out of the pictures.
Oh yeah. Let Dabo and the white boys be. Let Dabo them and what's the receiver who only good because he played
Kind of Renfrey.
Renfrey, whatever.
Trevor Lawrence.
They could be in the pictures, man. That's about it. them colors, like, nah, bro. Except for the ones who hungry and don't know no better. Like you said, some of them could not know no better.
They caught one of them. They caught one of them. I feel bad for them.
They told y'all before you come, we're gonna have fast food and we could pick 3 restaurants. Which 3 would you have told them to pick?
Taco Bell.
Okay.
Man. I mean, shit. They only got like 4 of them that like I would have to just leave one of them out. I'd probably keep McDonald's, so Taco Bell, McDonald's, and Wendy's. I'd probably kick out Burger King, bro. The last 5 times that. Man, I'm gonna put it to you like this: I done had some good Burger King before, but the last 5 times I've been to Burger King, I've thrown my burger away. That's how garbage it's been. So I'm done.
So. This is what happened at the White House. If they came to the Black House where I was at, and it was like, Al, you getting 1,000 fast foods off top. Chick-fil-A.
That's not fast food. That's not even fair.
God. Let me take my headphones off.
That's like medium. That's like medium food.
It has transcended the category of fast food.
I'm going. Give me some Raisin Canes, then. I mean, shit. Like, how fast are we going?
Popeyes.
Okay.
And Checkers.
Checkers
at the White House.
Ooh, Rallies. It's probably Rallies up there.
What if it would have been a big spread of that Checkers with number of fries and big Buford's and fry level burgers and big fish?
Nah, you know what? Okay, so I'm changing mine. I like where you're going, so I gotta go Chick-fil-A. All right, so Chick-fil-A is on. I submit. Chick-fil-A. Okay, cool. It's fast food. It's really good fast food. But I can't do Chick-fil-A and Popeyes. I like Popeyes, but I can't do Chick-fil-A and Popeyes because that's just too much chicken.
Yeah, it's chickened out.
So I'll probably go Chick-fil-A and then give me Sonic. Give me a nice spread of Sonic shit, like some chili cheese tots, some foot-long conies, like some just if we're picking out,
and
might as well do it.
Blizzards and shit. Or whatever
Blizzards and ocean waters and all of the Route 44s.
Okay.
Cherry limeades.
Sonic could give you some stuff you ain't gonna get nowhere else.
Right, so give me Sonic. I think Sonic got like 2 million different drink combinations because they got so many flavors.
Cutting you not real if you're not putting Checkers on that bitch.
I'm not putting Checkers. I can't put Checkers.
Okay.
I'll probably just stop at Sonic and
I mean, it's fine. If it's fine if you don't want to be real.
I'm not. It's just like I wasn't woke in the eyes of Rumble. I'm not real in the eyes of Aldo Nice, and I'm fine with that. I'm okay.
All right, well, we'll just keep that down, man. Stop that, man. So you was talking about the other thing, the Super Bowl petition, man. It says people started something that got 85,000 signatures that Travis Scott, Maroon 5, Big Boi, all of them, they want them to kneel at halftime. I don't know. What's your thoughts on that?
Weak sauce.
Huh.
Like, oh, y'all signed, so are y'all paying me? Like, I mean, I already agreed to do the Super Bowl. Like, so I already like went past all of that shit. Like, I'm over that.
You could burn.
But now now you want me to kneel? You want me to kneel? The people want me to kneel? Okay, so like, I guess maybe. Not since I'm thinking the people want me to kneel. Maybe. But then I'm going to alienate a whole bunch of other people, so I think I might as well just perform.
Well, I mean, you Travis Scott and you Big Boi. Do it really matter if you take a knee? Like, is your constituency already established at a point? I mean,
maybe
Travis
Big
Scott,
Boi.
okay, so yeah,
Maybe Big Boi might lose.
I get your point that Travis Scott has crossover appeal, but do you really think that they look at Travis Scott and say, "Oh no, I thought you were so different than that. He kneeled. I'm not going to listen to Astroworld Part 2." Who are they? They who's listening, like Chase isn't going to not listen to Astroworld. The folks who have decided to listen to rap music, I don't think they're going to get ran off because you don't like the NFL and by association the way they handle Kaepernick and Trump and things of that nature. You know, I mean, it's the same people who like Eminem. I don't know.
I think it goes hand in hand. Okay. I don't think that I think on the flip side of it, I don't think he loses any followers for just performing. So might as well.
I agree.
Do it. I guess he might as well just do what he want to do. You know, if you want to kneel, then kneel. It's gonna be wild though. I'm gonna be sitting there waiting to see what's gonna happen because I want to. Yeah,
I'm gonna probably be breathing, getting some air because I'm gonna be amped up after the first half of the Saints in the Super Bowl.
Facts.
No, big facts. Let's talk it into existence. I wonder why Outkast not performing. Why just Big Boi?
I don't know. Yeah,
that's not to do with Big Boi. 3000. Like, nah, I don't want to fuck with it.
I mean, it's big. That's not that great. You know, like Big Boi by himself is not that fire.
I know. Like I was thinking about it. He would be the roses really smell like boo 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 boo. That's the only Big Boi speaker box.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with that one. But I do think that if Maroon 5 was to take a knee. Is there 5 people in Maroon 5 or is it just one? Is it just Adam Levine?
I think it's the whole Maroon 5. And if Adam Levine took a knee, then yeah, that would do something.
That would be crazy.
Yeah. But you know, the thing, I thought 85,000 people ain't a lot.
It's really not.
Honest. It's not, like in a big scheme of things, 85,000 ain't a lot.
I guess as far as signatures go, I think I could really work hard and get 85,000 signatures for something like this, you know, something big. And if I was the first person to do it, I think I could get 85,000.
Do you think that the NFL would rather see a big titty or them boys kneel? Somebody pulling out a titty? Or, yeah, big titty. Like a big areola having titty.
A big, yeah. A 50-year-old titty.
Milk dud titty. Saggy titty.
100%.
Yeah, well, there you go. What you think? The two little social media stories that have been killing the internet this week. I'm gonna start with Big Soulja because Soulja Boy been all in the news. He was on the Breakfast Club and stuff, and like the most recent stuff that everybody's talking about Big Soulja, Big Draco, is that he created the blueprint for all these little niggas, and basically that was the gist of his interview. He was saying that people was hating on him and clowned him out the building. Like all the OGs didn't want to rock with him because they was like, "You making beats on a computer, cutting. You don't have no fans. All you're doing is like social media and like you making your own little beats and it's whack. And you got like quote unquote, you're like a SoundCloud rapper before it's SoundCloud. You market all your stuff to the kids, and basically that's what every single one of these little new school niggas is. It's like a Soulja Boy clone." Like, I used to think it was just, what was his little partner name? Soulja Boy and, what was the, Roscoe Dash.
A-Rab.
Oh, yeah, A-Rab. Yeah, I was thinking Roscoe Dash is like the next one after him. But yeah, A-Rab was his homeboy. He even got out there and say Drake stole his flow. Like with the, tell me what's really going on. Drizzy back up in this bitch. I'm ready. What's happening? And then he played Soulja back up in this bitch. I'm ready. What's that? Like, it definitely was Soulja Boy's flow. You know, he was saying he got them hits.
Well, good for Soulja Boy.
You know, he walked out, he shot a nigga, pop, 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 shot the nigga.
I guess, you know, so like, I guess as far as the whole, all these little young dudes just like me, I agree. I feel like that man was way wild 10 years ago. You know, like I'm in the keg listening to Soulja Boy, like being wild, wearing his crazy, like big chains, just like kind of short around his neck and just like crazy stuff, big shades and all of this stuff that he was doing, just being way wilder than everybody else. Like you said, everything that you said, SoundCloud, you know, like just, you know, like pushing all his music out to the youth and all of that stuff. Like, yeah, for sure. But Drake, we already talked about Drake in a cultural appropriation podcast. And I feel like I don't have a problem with it, and I've already said it, but Drake has definitely taken some flow from, I feel like, a lot of people. There's a lot of people that can claim that Drake stole their flow, but I feel like that's a part of Drake, like that man just giving you a little shout out, like that's Drake to me.
Okay.
Drake can do no wrong.
I'm hating on it. I'm just saying that Big Soulja he's making a very realistic case for why he's important to the culture and that people should respect Soulja.
Yeah. Man, there's a lot of people that's important to the culture that's forgotten about. I was listening to some Naughty by Nature today. Like I had my song, my iTunes on a radio that I don't remember what it was, but it was on a radio station. And I can't think of the name of that Naughty by Nature song, but it go, I jam. But it's not jam. It's another name. And them boys important to the culture. There's so many people that's important to the culture. And but then, for one person like Soulja Boy,
you really only gonna know like 2 or 3 Naughty by Nature songs. I feel like Soulja Boy was bigger than Naughty by Nature. Let's just be honest.
I'm just giving you just a recent.
I get you.
Just something recent that happened to me. Like it could have been a whole bunch of other people. I mean, just think about how just New Orleans rap is to the culture. Like having tattoos on your face and shit.
I think that so my point is, I think there's who's important to the culture is one thing, but I think that there's also a lane for people who were like the biggest stars in music for a while. Soulja Boy was he had the biggest records for a while, like in succession. A few of the biggest, obviously, cutting Soulja Boy up in this. Watch me lean. Like that whole shit was like I remember hearing that for the first time in a strip club in Atlanta. And was like, man, what the hell is this? And this shit goes hard. Like, I was like, man, this go hard. And then I saw people doing a dance. I was like, they got a dance with it. Then I realized, okay, the dance was kind of kiddie and whatever. But all that shake, that laffy tappy and all that shit, that all came after Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, like, created the lane for all that shit. Like, big fucking Draco. Cut. Shot the nigga. Pow, pow, pow. Pow, pow. Shot the nigga.
I'm looking through Soulja Boy's singles, and really the only one that mattered was Crank That. Other than that, Kiss Me Through the Phone. Kiss Me Through the Phone
was a big song, and so was that other. My favorite Soulja Boy song was "Nigga We Made It."
Pretty
Boy Swag was good. Turn My Swag On.
I don't think Soulja Boy is important to the culture.
Turn My Swag On was probably bigger than all of those you just said, except for Crank That.
Hop up out the bed, turn my swag on. Yeah, it's crazy. She got a don't. Big
Soulja, cut.
I'm not on him. I'm looking at this man. This man's stuff has not touched the charts in a while.
I'm not saying that he's relevant. I'm just saying that he's important to the culture.
I feel like he's in his 20s, like it's how they got rappers that's older than Soulja Boy that's like he's 28 years old. They got rappers that's older than Soulja Boy that's like hadn't fallen off yet.
Well,
Soulja Boy completely fell off.
Older than Soulja Boy who just getting on.
Facts.
So when Soulja was 17 getting on, them boys was still fucking broke.
I don't think Soulja Boy.
J. Cole was broke. Soulja Boy older than Soulja Boy.
Probably so, but I'm just saying, like even the dudes that came by now, I don't think Soulja Boy will ever be bigger than Kodak Black or Lil Uzi Vert and all these dudes that we talked about. Like, well, not all of them, but a lot of them.
At a point in time, he was bigger than them.
No, but I don't think so.
Nah, that's bullshit.
I don't think so.
That's bullshit. Soulja Boy at his highest was way bigger than Kodak Black, and I like Kodak Black a lot.
What about Lil Uzi Vert?
Yeah, but bigger than him too. What was the Lil Uzi song that you can just stick to say that like old and young are like one hit wonder type thing that didn't end up turning out to be a one hit wonder? No, I can't put any of them boys on the same level as Soulja. Like I can't. I'm trying to think about
tour life.
Yeah, I know, but yeah, man, I get you. All my friends are dead, but that's not pretty. That's not none of those. That's not Crank That Soulja Boy. Like you gotta come harder than that. You gotta give me something that was like, this was the best song out, or the hottest song out.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the boys is going. I just feel like, okay, all right, cool. So he had a hit that was crazy. But I just feel like them boys gonna have sustained success throughout their 20s. I don't think the same about Soulja Boy, and it's proven.
Because he was the trendsetter, man. Because he came through the door and people wasn't ready for what he was trying to do. What all them boys is doing is what his blueprint. So yeah, I get it. Yeah, they probably will. But he had to he had to lay on the sword for them boys to have an opportunity to even blow doing this type of thing. Man, I'm a Soulja apologist, and that sounds weird.
I agree with you that he was a pioneer, but I just don't think that he's important. He's not Snoop Dogg to me. Like, he might have been he might have had a song that might have changed the whole thing, but you had one song, okay, great. And a couple of other ones that was mixed in there, but one song that was great does not make you, he's not Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is important to the culture forever. Like,
yeah,
Snoop
nothing but a G
could
thing.
Never do nothing.
And Crank That Soulja Boy will both go down in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame as important songs, though. Like, right on the same level.
Two?
Nothing But a G Thing and Crank That Soulja Boy should be retired at they're in the same class in Canton. They're all in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg got way more than just that, though. So
I'm just do we?
He got Gin and Juice. Yeah, he got Gin and Juice.
Okay, but don't give me no bullshit like Beautiful is the same as that.
No, I wasn't gonna say Beautiful. I was gonna say the other little one, the little
like Crank That Soulja Boy is on a level with like John, like fucking Happy by Pharrell. Like, it's on that level. It's on the level of I don't know. I don't have nothing. I thought I had something else. I don't. I couldn't think of nothing.
Compelling argument though. I like that you took the Snoop. I like that you took
y'all gonna
Soulja
make me
Boy.
lose my mind up in here. It's important. It's important.
It's not important no more, bro. It's not.
But
important.
it was big too.
It was big. It was, but I just feel like it's just not gonna live on. Like, I don't want to hear that song no more. But I don't mind hearing them Snoop Dogg songs. Or y'all gonna make me lose my mind. But I don't want to hear.
You want to hear y'all gonna make me lose my mind? I don't want to hear.
I'll hear that. Yeah, I'll take y'all gonna make me lose my mind over that Soulja Boy song. Just as far as what I want to hear.
I want to hear that Crank That Soulja Boy every morning.
No, you don't.
I'm about to make a ringtone. Hop up on my bed, turn my swag on. That's gonna be my alarm. Take a look in the mirror, say what's up. Hey, I get money. Big fucking soldier. Y'all like that? Turn my swag on.
I'm not. You can have it.
Did you do your 10-year challenge on Facebook?
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not. Like, I'm not doing it. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I don't like doing stuff that everybody else is doing, especially people that I think are whole clowns.
That's the rationale as why I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Because
there's whole clowns doing it.
Because
a multitude of whole clowns.
And they're doing it whole clownly, and I hate when I see people who I respect doing it. It bothers me. Like, I guess LeBron didn't do it, I don't think yet, but I saw D Wade did it the other day, and I was like, come on, D Wade.
I just don't like challenges. Like, I remember the ALS challenge, and Jared was like, I challenge Roger, this person, Sean Ochinko, like to do the ALS challenge, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like, I always thought to myself, like, you know what's going to happen? They're going to pour that bucket of water over my head and I'm going to catch ALS. Like, that's what I always thought was going to happen to me. So I'm not, and that's, that's just that individual challenge. But I'm not doing none of these challenges. The last challenge that I did was whenever you had to, like, find this cartoon character that you liked and post it as your Facebook profile picture. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
That's the last, I guess, challenge that I did.
I missed all of the So Gone challenges, the Bow Wow challenges. I did the Soulja Boy challenge, though. The one was like, shot the nigga, pow, pow, shot the nigga, pow, pow. I thought that was funny.
I didn't know that was a challenge. I thought you just did that for fun.
I thought it was a challenge. I thought it was. Maybe it wasn't. I was drinking.
I did the that white privilege ain't gonna work in here challenge.
You fucking right. That's the best challenge that you did, man, in a long time. There was a whole article saying that this Facebook thing, though, that basically just check this out for a minute. That they like, basically, I'm good on the Facebook challenge because if I put a picture of myself 10 years apart, then Facebook's going to use that with facial recognition software and stuff to be able to see what I'm going to look like in 10 years and use it in like sketches and police profiles and all kind of stuff. And like, it's too much. Like, they're going to do too much with my profile. They know too much about me already. And a bunch of people like retweeted that and was like, no, it's facts. And if you really kind of think about it, it's like a lot of people were saying, well, they could just look at your old pictures anyway. But people don't know when your old pictures are from and stuff. Like they only know when you posted it. Like if I posted a picture, they only know the timestamp on it. They don't know when I actually took that picture, how old I was, whatever. But if you put the picture and say 2008, 2009, and it's a face shot, which most people are doing, like you're really giving people a lot of data about you, like to use some facial recognition stuff with it. I think that's wow. Like, but I think,
no, I feel you on it, but I also feel like if you got enough, if you're not just one of those people that I'm not doing any social media, I'm not doing any type of I'm not going to the doctor.
Some duct tape I'm not doing over my camera and my phone and shit.
Yeah, I'm sleeping with wallpaper on my head. I'm not doing vaccinations. Like if you're one of those people, I think you're safe, from whatever people are scared of. But if you're on social media, if you rent cars, if you got cable, it's too late.
If you drive under the toll tag.
Yeah, if you drive, it's too late. If you got a cell phone, period, it's too late. You might as well just do the 10-year challenge. That article had nothing to do with me and my 10-year challenge. I'm just not doing it because of the whole clowns.
Because the whole clown factor.
Yeah, I'm doing the whole clown challenge right now. The not being a whole clown challenge.
The anti-whole clown challenge. I guess, kind of.
I want to do it. Like, it looks cool. Like, I feel like if I saw, maybe if like the first 10 that I saw was LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Odell, Aldo Nice, Los, a.k.a. C.A.P., Rumble Williams, then I might be coming with it. But the first couple I saw I'm not.
It was whole clowns.
That's what y'all doing? Yeah. Oh, that's what y'all doing in whole clowndom? I'm not doing it.
Oh, so that's what's up in whole clown news for today. I didn't realize whole clowns was doing that today, but now I'm up on what whole clowns are up to.
Shout out to these Facebook sports guys, like whole clowns. That's why I'm not, I have typed stuff, and I like that sometimes you put a little something in there, a little flavor in there, and sometimes it aggravates me so much that I actually type something, and delete it because I'm like, this is way too disrespectful.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I find myself doing that a lot, like typing a whole response to people and then deleting it because I'm like, nah, it's not even that serious. I shouldn't go at that person's neck.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Just let that man do him.
So there was a post last week, and that's my other thing I do. I'll like comment and then I'll screenshot it and I'll send it to my friends, but I won't ever post the comment just to let niggas know what I be feeling. And last week this dude was like, he posted, I'm at my son's basketball game and my son's playing against Tracy McGrady's son, and he's sitting right next to me. And that was the whole post. At my son's basketball game, watching my son play against Tracy McGrady's son, he right next to me. And then, like, they had likes and comments and shit. And I went under it and put, so you gonna ask that man to sit on that dick or what? And then I screenshot it. And I deleted it. But my niggas was all like, I bet you ain't gonna hit send. I bet you ain't gonna hit send. So you gonna ask that man to fucking straddle that wood or what?
I wouldn't say that to somebody I don't know, but I would definitely say that to you if you posted that.
Hold up. No, you get mad at me. Because remember, we can't say shit like that no more about each other. We can't play each other online no more, man. We got in a whole argument about that. We can't do that no more.
Let me tell you another thing that I don't understand. This burns my boudin. I'm going back to burns my boudin. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
What burns my boudin is I see a post and I got I got the best response. And then I look in the comments and the best response is already taken.
Yeah.
Like, how do I get the fresh stuff? Like, I don't want my Facebook. I just looked at Facebook yesterday and I saw a post on my timeline from Saturday about there was a fight at the Westgate basketball game. Some shit happened. And so I didn't realize it was from Saturday. So I called one of my partners, like, man, what happened at the Westgate game? And he was like, oh, you talking about from Friday night? And I'm like, damn, Facebook, like, give me the chronological order.
Yeah, I don't
that
know
you
why
used
they
to
stopped
give
doing
me.
that shit. That shit pisses me off on every brand of social media that they don't give you that.
Every single social media needs to go chronological order. I remember whenever Instagram first started, I used to be able to wake up in the morning or midday and scroll to where I left off yesterday. You know, like, I'm looking at all of this shit, and okay, and I got to yesterday and I'm good.
You didn't let me, and that's a real phenomenon. And I think that burns my boudin as well. But I wanted to say one more thing about celebrity dick riding. Just it was on the tip of my tongue. Okay. We watched the Saints game Sunday and Vince Young was in there, and he walked up on us, and we start talking shit because he used to play for the Eagles. And then before you know it, like, that man was over there in our area, just all in our face talking shit, and then like, Vince, man, chill out, because he knew some of the cats who was with us, but buku Saints niggas, and we over there saying stuff under our breath like, hey, Vince, he don't know that if the Saints lose, Vince Young ain't gonna stop wanting somebody from stealing your bitch ass. Like, we was over there like we plotting on sneaking that nigga. But then the game ended and it was all over, and boys gave him a Saints hat. So they got buku pictures online of us all partying with Vince, and he got the Saints hat on, right? Mm. But none of them pictures come from me because I didn't pull out my phone. All them boys was pulling out their phone and taking selfies and shit with Vince Young. Cause I was like, no, I don't care if he in my section. Cause I just know, cause Vince Young is not the person that I'm pulling out. I'm gonna get in a picture, but I'm not having my phone out. If that makes any sense. When I saw people picking up the phones and being like, let me take a picture, I'd be like, oh, for sure, I'd turn around and pose. But I wasn't like, say, bro, look, hey, take that picture of me and Vince. And then the boys was posting it with like the caption, me and you and Texas legend Vince.
Like, they was posting serious shit. Like, not like funny stuff.
Like, Vince Young, I feel like his level of celebrity, if I'm posting a picture with Vince Young, we need to be dapping and both laughing. If that makes any sense. Like, it needs to be like a Candid where somebody catch us clowning.
Yeah, it's not just, it's not like, oh shit, LeBron James in a place where I could take a picture with him and not be like bombarded with all sorts of other people. I could take a picture with LeBron James and be like, damn, like, can y'all believe that I really just met LeBron James? Or even Shaq. Yeah. Can y'all believe that I just met Shaq? But it's like, can y'all believe that I just met Vince Young? I would take a picture with Shaq or LeBron James like that. Yes. Absolutely. Oh my God, Vince Young.
Vince Young? No, Vince Young. I have to take a picture with Vince Young, like us dapping and laughing and both of us pointing at somebody over there, candid. So the idea is, oh, look, Al know Vince Young. That's what I want you to think. I don't want you to think, look, Al took a picture with Vince Young.
Cause you know what I wish would have happened? I wish y'all boys, just for the sake of pranking and duping, I wish y'all boys would have been like, Cutting, you need to get a picture with that man Clinton Portis. Like, and I would have posted that picture. I would have posted that picture and been like, man,
never lived
Clinton
it down.
Portis. Yeah.
Never lived it down. Hey man, you know, I mean, the thing is, you want to take pictures, but whatever, man. You just don't want to take pictures with people in that way. We'll cue up that music for nothing nice to say.
You know they say if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all.
If you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all.
Nothing nice to say, but Aldo nice.
Ain't nothing nice. You hear me?
So earlier in the week, we talked about a lot of things that directly affected children in our communities. One was R. Kelly being a sexual predator and deviant who've been preying on our children for years. The other was the senseless killing of little Jasmine Barnes because of poor decisions made by adults. Both stories are really sad and cause the black community, I mean the culture as a whole, to sit back and collectively think about where we are as a society. That's why it was so sad to hear about 10-year-old Vince Johnson from Algiers, right outside of New Orleans. On January 13th at 2:30, little Vince was kidnapped as he went to take out the trash at his house. According to police, his mother realized he was missing around 3:03 p.m., and she attempted to call his cell phone but didn't get an answer. However, she received a text from the phone shortly after saying he'd been kidnapped. They got people out here taking advantage of our children, killing our children, and not stealing our children. What is this country coming to? Wait, what? Okay, I'm just getting the news that Lil Vince was found. NOPD officers and the boy's mother located him at Walmart on Berman Highway. I did a quick Google search and it looks like it's about 2 miles away. It appears Vince was actually playing a game with his family, and the concept of the game is to hide or to go missing. Okay, let me digest this for a second. The boy went to take out the trash, sent his mama a text that he was kidnapped, went to Walmart and waited for the police to find him? Whoa. This just in. Vince's mother has been arrested and charged with child abuse for beating the brakes off of Vince, for pulling what might have been the dumbest trick to ever be conceived by stupid little children. I remember when I was about his age and at a city fair with my aunt and my cousins, and I got separated from the group and I actually got lost. I knew that there was about the same distance, 2 miles from my house, so I ran home. It was the longest 2 miles ever. And on the way, a truck full of white boys passed and screamed nigger at me. Actually, that repressed memory is probably one of the scariest moments of my life. But when I got home, I called my uncle who picked me up and brought me back to the fair where we found everybody. I explained the story to my mama, who promptly beat my ass, punished me, and told me to never pull no stupid shit like that again. I'm looking at the pictures and Lil Vince is black. So I'm 99.3% sure he got it worse than me when he got home. And I'm 100% sure he knew better than to do that shit. Only reasons I could think are maybe his parents are young and maybe they play with him like that. Or maybe he's special ed, like autistic or Asperger's or one of them special types that would make you do some wild shit like that. Or maybe he bad as fuck. Like silver teeth bad, like no deodorant, curse at grown folks bad. Or maybe, just maybe, this is one of them internet challenge shits. I'll go with that one. It's not quite as dumb as the Tide Pods, but fooling with the black mamas is equally as dangerous to your health. That boy should know better. I know this show ain't for kids, so I won't speak to them. I talk to the parents out there. Talk to your kids about the dangers of doing stupid ass shit because the internet said so. And you heard other little white kids getting away with it. Because I ain't got nothing nice to say about this stunt and the subsequent Adrian Peterson style ass whipping that this little Vince probably got and absolutely deserved. So I won't say nothing at all.
It's fun to do bad things.
that's what
that man just wanted to do hood rat. That man just wanted to do hood rat stuff with his friends.
Lil Vince had to get that ass.
I was like, Algiers, New Orleans, Africa? What are you talking about, Algiers?
That's where Neon Boudot was from in Blue Chips. So relax.
Oh, that sure is Algiers.
But that's your favorite movie. That's your favorite movie. Sure
is right. You was right when you said what you said.
Oh yeah, Lil Vince.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny. Yeah, no, I mean, bro, I don't know how your childhood was because I didn't like you as a child. But my mama would have fucked me up. My mama would have fucked me up bad. So I don't know. I don't know. I got this thing, I got this thing about, New Orleans, man, New Orleans mama, New Orleans women, New Orleans food. Like, like New Orleans is like held to a standard in kind of our heads.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel like that man mama had to, whew.
Like,
I thought you was going to say breaking news. Lil Vince's funeral was held, at Fletcher Funeral Home.
Whenever I think about Lil Vince, I see Lil Jairus,
That's funny. But Lil Jairus is old enough to go to Walmart by himself, though. That's the thing.
But couldn't you see it being Lil Jairus just hiding?
Hide.
Lil Jairus couldn't.
I'm so done with Jairus.
Getting beating the fuck. That's what happened to Lil Jairus. He ran away when he was small. They beat him and he couldn't grow no more.
Oh, you stupid.
Oh, that's not a thing?
You stupid.
That's not a thing. Hey, man, just real quick, man. What's the I know you do another podcast where y'all talk about stuff. What's the score this weekend, man? What we gonna do? We going to the Super Bowl or what?
Yeah, I said 21-24
in
favor of the Saints. 21-21. 3 seconds left on the clock. Saints kick a field goal to win 24-21 to go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it's no matter what happens, it's never gonna be 2009. We're not gonna make an overtime field goal like to win the game and go to. It's never gonna. It's not gonna be that. Like the feeling's not gonna be the same. But damn it, I'm ready to get that a pretty close feeling to that again, man. I'm ready to go back to the Super Bowl, man. It been too long. It's been too long. And the caravan from New Orleans to Atlanta is going to be so ridiculous with all of them New Orleanians in the city of Atlanta trying to go win a Super Bowl out there. It's going to be crazy. So, man, if y'all listen to the podcast, man, and y'all watching the game, yeah, man, just y'all watching it, just think about how we going to be watching it because we're going to be glued to the tube.
I told you this morning that I had something to tell you, and you.
Oh, yeah.
I imagine you just being, I'm gonna say woke, already. Like you gonna figure out where I'm going with this story in the middle of my story, and please participate.
But I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
No, spoil it if you will. I don't care. But I just discovered something so every morning whenever I wake up, the first thing I click on is I have a Google link. Like I go to my Safari, I have a Google link that I click on that's just Saints. So it takes me to Saints as if I typed Google Saints in Google. And then I just read whatever news article is. Like I read like the first 5 news articles if they're interesting. And so one I got was Atlanta mayor says, can you tell me, you know what Atlanta mayor said?
Yeah, she said anybody but the Saints. She don't want us coming down
Anybody but the Saints. And then what pissed me off is that she had to apologize. That shit pissed me off. Yes, she had to apologize because Saints fans would get butthurt about it. You know, like, oh, that's fucked up that she said that shit. And I don't like that
Lil
at all.
Scrappy said the same thing, and Bomani Jones said the same thing.
Okay, but I didn't know who the Atlanta mayor was. Do you know who the Atlanta mayor is?
The black woman, but what do you mean? Like, what about her?
Okay, so her name is Keisha Bottoms. And I said, that sounds eerily familiar. Keisha Bottoms. And I got a lyric for you. Fuck with dancers and models. Shout out them girls who get dollars. Shorty came from the bottom. Yeah, shout out Keisha Bottoms. What's in your cup? Smoke it up. Whatever them boys say. They name her in a Ray Shrummer song. I've been singing this song and I never knew that was the Power Glide. I never knew that was the Atlanta mayor they were talking about. Not that I would know, but I was like, hold on, her name's Keisha Bottoms. You know who she is when she come. You know what ethnicity she is when she come in the door. So Keisha Bottoms.
Yeah, I mean, it is my favorite album of 2018. Yeah.
And did you miss that or did you catch that?
No, I missed that. I did not know that was what they said in the lyric. I never put that together until just now.
Me neither.
That's
me neither. So there's my story that I waited all day to tell you.
But fuck a Keisha Bottoms. For one, I would put Ray Nagin on her ass.
But the thing is, so she's Atlanta's mayor, and her name is actually Keisha Lance, but she stripped at one point in time in the Atlanta strip club, and her name was Keisha Bottoms, and she just decided
I figured as much. I figured that's where you was going with it, Cut. I thought it was because she was from that bottom. She's actually
no, it's because she likes to take it from the bottom.
And she's from that bottom. So Garfield, actually, McKinley or Taft. I don't remember exact. Ooh. Look like Anthony Davis just dunked on KD. Something stupid. 2 hands.
Yeah, look like we're gonna win this game. I appreciate that.
It's gonna be.
But we can go ahead and power glide this one on out because we pushing up on a minute and a half.
Yeah, man. Shit. So we getting to it. Yeah, it's pulling up on some time. So we'll check y'all next week. Hopefully we all talk about some Super Bowl shit. They go, we go. I'll be in New Orleans for that event. You know what I'm talking about? It's going down. Yes, sir.
All right, miss you, Los.